Hello, friend. Mormo here tonight. I'm reviewing The Debt Collector, a film from 2022. And it's kind of like a crime exploitation film. And it starts off extremely strong. It's this guy, and he's getting revenge on like priests who molested him when he was a kid. And it starts off just so cool. It's like this guy just going from house to house and having this showdown with these old dudes, these old priests, and just like beating them up and killing them and talking to them and stuff, threatening them and stuff. And it starts off so strong, and I'm just like totally amped up. And this movie looks like $1,000,000. It's filmed really well. The pacing is really excellent in this film, where it's just kind of non-stop action and intense scenes of like people getting revenge and like crime bosses and stuff. And so the guy's killing all of these priests, and then he goes to one priest's house and he hears someone calling for help, and there's like a secret bookcase. And then he goes in, and there's this beautiful blonde woman all tied up, and he rescues her and brings her home so that she can heal and stuff. And then she talks this dude, the debt collector, and that's what he does for a job, is a debt collector. But he's also like a vigilante. Excuse me. He's like a vigilante who like collects these life and death debts, kind of. And the woman talks him into killing all of the people who kidnapped and tortured and did the R word to her, I'm sure. And so then they start going after the people who hurt her. And again, it's just awesome. It's just so fast paced, and just like one scene of revenge after another. And it's really excellent. And then there's this crime boss, and he finds out that the debt collector killed his younger brother. And so then he sends all of his goons in. And then there's like neo-Nazis, and then there's this old dude from Ireland who's like a writer or something. And it's like all these people chasing after the debt collector and his blonde friend. And there's just a lot of gunplay. Like I say, revenge, and just people acting like badasses. For me, the story kind of fell apart when the Nazis and the old Irish author got involved. Like, there were scenes that just didn't make sense to me, and I couldn't really understand what was happening. And it could just be my ugly American ears not picking up on the different dialogues and stuff. And this is a movie, again, that Nathan Hill was in, where I couldn't recognize him. I had to look him up on IMDb to figure out who he was, and he was wearing like freaky contacts and looked really different than what I'm used to. So he really like got into the role or whatever, and like I say, I didn't even recognize him. I just thought he was a really freaky looking dude with those freaky eyes and stuff. But then I looked him up and he was in the movie. I think he co produced it or something like that. But I really love these Australian movies. I enjoy like all of them that I watch. And this one was excellent. Like I say, great filming, great editing, great pacing, great acting. There's a strip scene, there's a sex shop scene. And really, this kind of reminded me of like an 80s canon movie, like a Golem Globus movie or something. Just the way it was set up and how it was all these badasses fighting each other and how there really was no good guy. Because you root for a vigilante if he's killing bad people, but a vigilante is still a bad guy at the end of the day. So you just got all these badasses chasing after each other, shooting each other, and it was a fun movie. I'd probably rate it 8 out of 10. Like I say, the second half of it, I kind of got lost by the story, and that just could be because I couldn't, for whatever reason, I kind of couldn't understand what was going on for part of the second half. But overall, a great movie, really fun, and I highly recommend it. I think you can watch it on YouTube. I think you can pay to watch it on YouTube, and maybe it's in the Google Play Store. It's some places available to watch. I don't think it's on Tubi yet, but I think it would fit in well on Tubi. And yeah, it was great. And thanks so much for watching.